My name is Joseph Nguyen, and in this video I'd like to detail my involvement in the 2025 FRC season. My main job was to design the subsystems for the robot, working with other subteams to make sure their needs were reflected in our design. The master sketches soon turned into actual CAD models, and many late nights were spent working on the chassis and calling the electrical lead to decide the layout for those electronic components. I also designed our end effector and funnel system to intake and score coral. That's those white PVC pipes on the highest levels of the purple reef. To rig the cascade elevator that we chose for our robot, we needed a knot that was strong and didn't slip. I decided to use the bowline knot on the ends, which I learned from my camping trips. After cooking up some strategies that we could use at competition, it was time to show the robot off at the Ventura County Regional. We got to play against some very inspirational teams, and we really wanted to look good. The Ventura County Regional was a disaster. The vision failed to be even close to the poles of the reef, and our camera streams were eating bandwidth that we literally didn't have. We also had problems with game pieces getting stuck in our robot and incapacitating it for entire matches at a time. On the bright side, we knew exactly what to do when we got back home. The problem that was hindering our robot was that our chassis was shaped like a bowl. The swerve modules and the camera mounts formed a high wall, and the pieces fell in and got stuck. I first swapped the swerve modules for older, shorter ones that we harvested from the prior year, and I designed entirely new camera mounts that could be put on the corner of the chassis. For those camera mounts, I actually decided to print those in TPE, a flexible material, so that if anything were to hit those camera mounts, they would just bend and come right back instead of shattering. We made a polycarbonate cover that flattened the chassis and allowed for pieces to slide right off. But to keep our weight low, we attached this plate to the bumpers, because the bumpers didn't actually count towards our weight total. This rapid iteration paid off at our second competition, the Aerospace Valley Regional. We made it to the finals, achieving the best season in team history. I continued to devise match strategy and use scouting data to make alliance selection choices. And I also worked with those alliance members that we chose to make a deep playoff run. Watching the World Championships, I saw that the meta shifted to ground pickup, as the scoring zones that our robot could access got filled up very quickly. Our intake just couldn't do it. But our team had no CNC access, limited budget, and no way to place a PO order, as our school's office was closed over the summer. The challenge: add a ground pickup without fully redesigning the intake. My solution was to keep all the same parts, same motors, gears, and sensors. The only change I made was to swap two belts and adjust the geometry by making new plates. To get the geometry right without the precision of CNC, I 3D printed jigs that we screwed the polycarb to. After a day at the jigsaw and the disc sander, and only 2 trips to the Home Depot, the ground pickup was ready. At SoCal Showdown, my improvements were put to the test. The ground pickup was successfully squeezing the algae and picking up coral. Then, mid-match, our elevator kind of decided to collapse. My ground pickup became our only method of scoring points, and we were still able to contribute to our alliance in the playoffs because of it. Now, as the new season approaches, I've been teaching CAD members, mostly freshmen, the basics, so that they can make an impact on the team come January. I think they've grown a lot in the past 2 months, from having no experience at all to being able to build full mechanisms like 2-stage gearboxes from scratch. As of the time of recording, the FRC season started last Saturday on the 10th, and so the cycle continues. I'm really excited to see what our team's about to cook up.